All right, from inside the Rush locker room, it may be 90-plus degrees out every day. In fact, some of the schools here are closing early for the heat. But 2 months away from hockey season, and returning Rush captain Ryan Wagner alongside for a little midseason, off-season check-in. All right, Wags, it's been 4 months since you played your last game. It's gone by just like that. You've gotten the chance to be at home in Somerset, go home to Illinois, Wisconsin, and do some work in the off-season. These last 4 months, kind of sum it up for me.
That's a good question. I would say the biggest part is getting the house ready for the little one. We're about less than a month away for the baby to get here. So it was setting up the house when we first moved to taking out the spare bedrooms, making it into a nursery. So it's been a lot of dad work, a lot of yard work, trying to get some grass in my backyard. It's actually rained more here than I would have expected, but it's been good and much needed for me.
How much work does it take to get ready to be a dad? You're still a month away now.
That's even a better question. I don't know if I'm going to be ready until he gets into this world. It's a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, but the biggest part is just the excitement. My wife's been a trooper dealing with this heat. She's still working every day. So she's more ready for him to be here than probably me, but we're just super, super excited. On my side of the family, it's my parents first, grandchild, and then my wife, it'll be their sixth. So it's a lot of excitement from families and us, but yeah, the biggest thing is I'm a little nervous, but excited to meet him.
Have you picked a name yet?
Yeah, we have. We're going to go with, I guess, sneak peek.
You want to say it or not? You don't have to.
No, yeah, it's all good. We're going to Jordan John Wagner. So,
okay.
Yeah, Jordan. Could go either way. Michael Jordan. I was a Bulls fan. My wife was a big Packer fan with Jordy Nelson. And then my wife's uncle and grandpa passed away within 2 years now. So, and they were both John. So it's kind of a nice little tribute to them. And yeah, we kind of bounced a few names around, but Jordan was the only one that stuck. So he'll be a Jordan.
Okay, Jordan John Wagner coming in not even a month at this point. Hockey season will be coming up a month after that. I know Garrett Klotz is juggling being a girl dad to 2 young daughters. How do you expect to do it with one young kid here on the way?
I'm just happy he's a boy. I think it'll be a little bit easier. I think Klotzy's a little bit jealous. When we had the team over last year for the baby announcement, he got a little teary-eyed. I think he was definitely jealous of me, but no, it'll be good. It'll be a lot of work, kind of setting up for the season. I just started skating again. So yeah, kind of just ramping up the hockey side of things. Been training over at Physio, shout out Cam. And yeah, just like I said, getting ready for the baby, kind of trying to get as much sleep in as possible now. And we're fortunate that my wife's parents are gonna spend a lot of time out here. They're both retired, so they have the luxury of kind of being on the move a lot. So very fortunate for that. Yeah, it'll be a lot. It'll be exciting. The biggest thing, I just want to meet him, and I'm just as excited to get the season going with the guys.
Yeah, how do you keep yourself going on to hockey here in hockey shape? It's been 4 months. Just started skating a couple of days ago, right? How do you keep yourself back into shape now?
My diet is the biggest part, I would say, in the off season. I take a little time off once the season ends just to kind of take a breather from the whole hockey training side of things. But like I said, Cam's been awesome over at Physio. Been working out with him all summer. So kind of just getting a nice base of strength conditioning off the ice, and then now starting to ramp up the hockey side of things so I don't get kind of burnt out before training camp.
Do you feel like not having to worry about moving again like you did from Colorado to Chicago back to here, you know where you're at for the whole summer? Does that help in something like that?
Yeah, I would say so. It was definitely the easiest summer we've had. Moving is terrible. I don't know if
I'm
anyone
done with it
likes
already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So the fact that we got to go home for a few weeks as more of a vacation than a move was super nice, especially with the wife being pregnant. The stress was down this summer. She loves her job over at Rapid City Medical Center. So, yeah, it's been nice. Like you said, the weather here has been unbelievable. Golfed a few times. So yeah, it's really nice to kind of stay put and finally call a place home for good.
Can you shoot under 100?
No, I'm probably the worst. That's the worst sport I got for you is golf. I'm a good cart driver, and I can drink a few beers in the cart. That's about it. Scramble player. Dreeks and Justin have been helping me out though.
There's sticks out there.
They're really good. They kind of sandbagged me the first one. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. And then after the first drive, I was like, yeah, we're playing teams. Like I can't compete.
Okay, you're a good kart driver, which leads me to this question. You're a good Mario Kart driver too. You've got the Shy Guy tattoo over there on your left arm. Have you been able to practice being or defending your title as best Mario Kart player for the upcoming season?
I've tried to stay away from it because we play a good amount, maybe a little too much last year, especially on the road. But I've been postponing my purchase of the new Switch 2.
Mm-hmm. It's still expensive. That's the thing.
It's still expensive. They got a deal going on right now at Walmart for $500, and you get the Mario Kart package in it. So my eyes are on that, but I think I want to stay away from it until the guys get here, so the competition is a little closer than last year.
Is it pretty boring just being number one for the entire year?
No, it's the best. You always want to win. I mean, come on. I plan on beating my kid in majority of the games.
You're going to be like, remember when the Ohio State quarterback played some kid in the hospital and he ran up the score in Madden and tweeted about it?
No, see, I'm not going to be that bad. Like,
I didn't say you were going to be,
no,
but
I'm not going to be that bad, but like he's got to learn how to lose and take it. It's not going to be easy here. Like I didn't have that growing up, so I'm a competitive guy. I've come from a competitive family, so I'm going to try and instill that into him. I'm not saying I'm going to win every time, but first few times I'm definitely taking home that dub.
I would hope so against a kid, right?
Yeah, come on. I'm going to have to take it easy. I mean, I already have to take it easy on my wife, but she holds her own. She does her best, but I'm still the champ of the house and the rink.
She get mad when she loses?
No. She already knows I'm too competitive for this. She's got me in basketball and sometimes bowling. I mean, you saw last week, my bowling game's not always there. I mean, I'm not like Lasky, who's got his own shoes and ball.
Yeah, and still bowls an 80. But
yeah, 80, that's tough. Yeah, exactly. So she beats me where she's better, but if I can beat her, I'm beating her. That's just who I am.
Okay, so we've announced a whole bunch of returning players and a couple new players as well in the double digits now as we're building this roster. Of course, the Calgary guys will come down in a few weeks, so we don't know. Well, we know, but we don't know just yet. So of the players who we've gotten back from last year's roster and a lot of familiar faces, you've had an important role in talking to them and helping recruit them back here. What has your role been like, and what's the response been from these returning guys who want to come back and play in Rapid?
Honestly, it wasn't too much stress on my end. The guys that were here last year love it here. And I mean, what's not to love? Like the outdoors, the fans, our rink, our facilities, our ownership treats us so well. The list goes on and on. So for me, it was pretty much just like, can you come back, please? And they're like, yeah, of course. Like I would love to. And everyone's had amazing chats with Dave and Dreeks, and they've done a lot, and it's exciting. I'm super happy that the guys that we have right now are coming back, and I know they're just as excited as I am to get the season going.
You've been a part of teams, and you know how important it is to get a bunch of players back and a solid core in this league when contracts are one-year contracts. What can that do now that we know what the second half of last year was, and that can continue into the first half of this year?
Yeah, exactly. Like you saw the highs of last year and even the lows, but each day you want to learn and grow from your mistakes. And there were more mistakes than we wanted last year, but that's kind of the business of hockey and sports, and especially at this level, like you mentioned, the one-year contract. Like guys can go wherever they want. Guys can go overseas. So being able to get a good, solid core that knows Rapid City hockey, knows what we want to achieve here, it's awesome, and it'll make my job, the coach's job, that much easier. Just having everyone on the same page, having everyone wanting to instill a winning culture here in Rapid City. When they first started, they were kind of a powerhouse, and I don't see why we can't get back there.
What's your early take, or not so early take anymore, on Dave Smith?
Oh, I love him. Yeah, he's a great guy. Him and his wife are one of the best people I've met. I don't have a bad thing to say about him. He's more excited than I am, which is kind of crazy. He calls, texts me any time of the night, just, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? So the open line of communication has been awesome. And him and Dreeks, they're actually golfing right now.
They are.
But have gotten along so well, and it just helps the transition of having a new coach, with the players coming in, being able to have kind of a smooth sailing ship right off the bat. So I couldn't be happier with the decision with Dave. And I know him and his wife are super excited to be here to experience Rapid City, not only on the hockey side, but just to be a part of this community. And I've told them how special the people are here and how much they care about winning. So he is so on board. He is fired up, and it gets me even more excited. Mm-hmm. So it's awesome.
You look at a lot of these teams, and even the retired numbers that we have up in the rafters, and a recurring theme is how much they cared about this town. They called this place home for many years. They care about it so much, and they want to win for this community. That's obviously a big part for you. You know, how much do you see yourself as one of those guys who wants to be kind of a lifer here, a long-term person here, and just cares about Rapid City and Rapid City hockey?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm definitely not looking at, say, getting my jersey retired. My bottom line is being able to help the team win as many games as possible and get ourselves in the best possible spot come playoff time to win a championship. It's been a long time for these fans to kind of even just get a taste of playoff hockey, not only winning a championship. So, yeah, that was kind of my biggest goal coming here to Rapid City, is not only to find a place where I can call home, that I get to interact with the fans. I see them out grocery shopping all the time, and I love seeing them. I love being a part of it. I would like to keep on growing each year, especially off the highs of last year, to kind of snowball into, like I said, turning Rapid City back into a powerhouse where people want to come, not only the people that want to stay here, but the new recruits that we can get.
Okay, when you're out shopping, do you get stopped a lot?
Yeah, I would say it's probably once a week. Or if we run into a brewery, or you talked about the switch too. There's been a few bingos where the grand prizes switch too. So I've been going to that, and there's a lot of familiar, friendly faces. So it's never a bad thing. I'm a very social person, so I always welcome people to come say hi, shoot it with me for a little bit, because that's what it's all about. And that's why I feel so blessed and fortunate to be here in Rapid City, because without the support of the fans, the donors, our sponsors, like, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be as well liked as an organization without them. So I always have to tip my cap to them and give them the respect that they deserve.
Okay, October 17th in Kansas City. What do you want to see?
Just wins. Yeah, just start off the season on the right foot. Last year was the opposite of that. So, and they do a great job at putting together good hockey teams there. So it'll be a really good test for us right off the gate to kind of see where we stand in this division, considering that they've been kind of finishing at the top the last few seasons. So, yeah, just honestly looking to get through training camp, kind of see where we're at. Like I said, it helps that we have so many returners that it's not going to be so brand new, but with Dave coming in, it will be a fresh start. So, yeah, like I said, I never care about my points or team points. I want to win hockey games, and I want to start off the season on the right foot.
Okay, Wags, I appreciate this. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.